Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They go play action here. Hooks up with Anthony Gould. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go!
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun here. On the move, headed right. He's going deep, down this side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
1st and 10, looking to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Back to throw on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
From the 21. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A give left side to Charbonnet. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to throw now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Let's go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Gets this one to Harrison. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Cut out left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on 1st. Forced out to his right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it sets up 2nd down.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects with fans. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Throwing now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking for a throw here. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Go! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Pass play coming here. And once again, they can't connect. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Katie York now on for the field goal. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Groupie sends it through. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing now on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Able to get it to Moore. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Third down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Moody knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Charbonnet with the catch. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's got Harrison. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jair Alexander with the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Still sticking with the passing game. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, if you couldn't do it.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Handoff now to Charbonnet. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Another carry for Charbonnet. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals trying to make some noise before halftime. They're lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Cade York now on for the field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Back at 60.
He'll throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll come out throwing. This is complete to Charbonnet. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
2nd and 10 now. He puts some power on a deep one. Brought in inside the 20. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Cade York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals make it a 10-point ball game. Now he's York to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They go play action here. Try connecting with Pitts there, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals might be able to get some points late after the interception. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Ready up.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Set.
This is Charbonnet, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On now is York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. On now is York to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So that brings up second down. Pass play now. getting out to his left. A lot of grass ahead. They strike for 23 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Michael Dixon will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Brings it in at the 12. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
He's throwing for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
Falcons 11. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They run with Charbonnet. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll get this one to Watkins. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll run now with Charbonnet. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Let's go now.
Again, the give to Charbonnet. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Katie York now on for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Groupie sends it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Moore's got it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Here's Robinson up the middle. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 37. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Falcons will have a 1st. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He tries to sneak it. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1. He'll look to throw. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a 1-score game in the 4th. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Able to find Gould here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, this is Charbonnet. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
The give here to Charbonnet. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Connects with Fant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the ground with Charbonnet. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Stays upright. Chased out to his right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the Arizona touchdown. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. On now is York to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's the throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And this will be recovered by the Cardinals. That ought to do it for us here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying the left side with Charbonnet. Down the sideline inside the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Charbonnet now up the middle. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion.